Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel guys. If you're new here today, hi, my name's Lena, nice to meet you. If you're prepared to be amazed, give this video a big thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the post notifications so you don't miss a single video. Before I make any more happy videos, I really want to be raw and honest with you guys about what's going on in my life and what I'm doing here today, because I feel like I've done an okay job of being real and honest with you all, but I haven't done the best job, and I've pretty much just posted super duper happy things, and life is not always happy, and I'm definitely not happy right now. So I just wanted to tell you guys what's really going on and why I haven't really been uploading and things like that. So without further ado, let's go. So I'm not one to blame things on my childhood. I hate that. I hate when people are like, well, I act this way because this is what happened to me as a child, because I've been through so much, and I just don't believe in blaming your childhood on your present. But I do believe that your childhood shapes you, and the decisions that you make are somewhat based on how you were raised to think, how you were raised to feel, your personality obviously, and then of course who you were around, just a bunch of different factors. When I was born, my dad was in prison, and I never used to think that him being absent affected me negatively, but I guess it really has. From then on, I never really was around my dad. If I was, we were in bad situations. There was a time when I saw him walk into what it looked like a motel. I'm not sure if it was or not. Maybe it was an actual duplex or something like that, but he walked in, he walked out 10-15 minutes later, and his arm was bleeding on the back, and I mean, I was just like, whoa, like, Dad, you're bleeding. There was another time where we were being shot at in his truck. I was in the back, we were being shot from the back, and I just remember being like terrified, and he told me to get down, and there were lots of situations like that. So my memories as a young child with my dad were not good. I don't want to say that they're terrible, but they're not like the memories you're supposed to have with a dad. I remember getting my first boyfriend in 5th grade, and he was my boyfriend. We were together from 5th grade up until 7th grade. I was very, very serious about him, and my dad just brushed it off. He didn't seem to care. He was never one of those dads that were like, no boys, let me talk to him, pow pow. Nothing like that. So I used to think that was cool. I used to be like, oh, well, my dad's super cool because he doesn't care if I have a boyfriend. But that's not cool, and I really wish that he would have showed any emotion, honestly. Showed me that he cared more about what was going on in my life than what he actually did. So I guess you could say that my dad was my first heartbreak, and from then I grew up. I had many relationships, I would say, but then I had this one relationship, and it was with this guy, and he treated me like a princess, you guys. He opened all doors for me, always called me beautiful. He would never let me touch a door, like it was forbidden. If I did, he would get super mad and shut the door and reopen it, okay? He was that type of guy. I was only 16 at the time, and we were both virgins, and he wanted to lose his virginity to me, and I was not. Whoops, I don't know. Don't pay attention to my hands, guys. I'm not making gang signs, I just talk with my hands, sorry. Anyways, so he wanted to lose his virginity to me, and at that age, I was not ready, okay? 16 years old, I was like, no way, Jose, I am way too scared. But I thought about it, and I was like, he treats me like a princess, he's super sweet, he bought me a promise ring with a matching necklace and matching earrings. He was like everything, okay? So I was like, all right, so I'll get on birth control then. So I got on my birth control, and literally right when I got it, you guys, he broke up with me because I would not have sex with him. And that broke me. That really, really broke me. That was like my first real relationship that really just tore me up, okay? And yeah, so I decided I wanted revenge. Before I get into this part, I just want to say that this is not anything I'm proud of. This is not good, and I'm making this video because I hope that it may help some young girls or boys to rethink before they do things that could potentially change their life forever. So here we go. I wanted revenge, so I got in a relationship with this guy, and he wanted to. And I was on birth control, and I was like, well, F it. I mean, I'm already on the pill. I just got dumped. Why not? So I lost my virginity to an atheist, and many people may not think that that's bad or evil, but I am a Christian, and I'm not here to force my religion on anyone, but that just wasn't the right decision for me, and I felt like we were exchanging bad energy, and I had to cut him off. He actually ended up breaking up with me, but I had been thinking about breaking up with him for a long time, and he actually dumped me on my birthday. So that was super duper sweet. After that situation, and I actually talk about that, I have a video on my channel, I'll put it in the description box below if you want to watch that. After that, I was like,
okay, I'm just about to go insane.
It's summer is approaching, it's the end of the school year, and I'm just like living life free, and I end up getting in contact with a boy that I dated back in middle school. And I would ride around with him and his older brother while they were doing things that they shouldn't have been doing, and I was just on a roller coaster, okay? I was giving this guy money. I also talk about this situation, and I'll link that down below as well. I was like going bad, okay? I was like a good girl gone bad, guys, in my opinion. I mean, I could have been worse, but to me, I was definitely changing. And this was another like revenge, which I don't even understand now, because all I was doing was hurting myself. I wasn't getting revenge on the boy who broke up with me the first time or the second time, so I'm not really sure how this was revenge. So I end up doing it with this guy, and the last time that I had an encounter with him in that way, it was non-consensual. I did go over to his house, I did sit on his bed, we did have the door shut, but I said no. And my no did not matter. I didn't push him off, but I did say no multiple times, and I was not feeling it. And I never really considered it rape because I put myself in that situation, which sounds really, really bad, but in the back of my mind, I know that it was wrong, and I know that he was wrong, and I was really, really upset. Because of that, I cut him off, first of all, but I made a promise to God that I would not do things with anyone who I was not married to. So I was like, I'm done. I had like a realization, a light bulb went off, and I was like, I'm done. I am not going to mess with any more boys. Well, that didn't last long because I met my child's father, and we did it on the first date. And I'm not proud of any of these things. Like I said before, guys, I am literally telling you all this because my life is not perfect, and I have made bad decisions, and I don't have regrets, but I wish that I would have thought things more thorough. I'm tired. I wish that I would have thought about things more before I actually acted upon them, because I'm pretty sure my life would be a lot different right now. But anyway, not only did I do that, but I also broke my promise to God. So I was just hoping and praying that this time would be different. So different, right? Because I already broke my promise to God. So I felt like, well, maybe if this relationship actually works out and we end up getting married one day, because that was always my dream, was to be married to my boyfriend that I was with. Even in 5th grade, I thought I was going to marry that boyfriend, okay? So I was just like, if this relationship works, then it'll be fine, and my broken promise to God will somehow heal itself and everything will work out. So he ended up texting me back, we ended up actually dating, which I was shocked by because I was like, this guy is never going to respect me. I don't even respect myself. I broke my promise to God. I'm going to hell. So I was really, really surprised. So we were perfect for the longest. But then as time went on, things happened in our relationship and we just argued, okay? We did it and we still don't communicate well at all. And I'm about to have this baby, which is really, really scary, guys. I wanted to be together, not only for our child, but just because of everything that had happened before. And you want to be with the person who you have a child with anyway, or you should want to, but it's just not, I don't know. I don't feel like it's happening. I don't know if we'll ever be together, and I don't even know if he's going to our child's birth, which is super frustrating and scary and sad. And I don't know. It's really bummy. It's scary because I'm like, I don't want to have postpartum depression. That's my biggest fear at this point, honestly, because I've heard so many crazy stories about women trying to harm their child, and that is so scary to me, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want to have those thoughts. So I am 38 and a half weeks, and I'm scheduled to be induced on Tuesday, and I just feel really alone. We were together this whole time until now, and now I'm going to be left with a baby all by myself. And I don't know how to be a single mom. I never wanted that. I never wanted to be a single mom. Like, who goes out of their way and says,
hey, I want to have this baby and be a single mom?
Like, nobody does that. Everyone wants the dream. Everyone wants to be married and have a baby and be happy. Nobody wants to be alone and single and struggling. And I'm saying all of this to say to you guys that I am not a happy person 25/8. My life has struggles, and I've made bad decisions just like everyone else has. I'm not perfect, and if this video can help anyone, that's why I'm making it, so that maybe someone can take something from this video and learn that you really, really, really need to think about what you do before you do it, and stop seeking for revenge, because no matter what type of revenge it is, it's going to hurt you more than it hurts the other person, okay? At the very end of the day, at the end of the year, at the end of your life, you're gonna sit on your deathbed and think, wow, while I was trying to hurt someone else, all I was doing was hurting myself. And that's not a life that anyone wants to live. And I just pray for you guys, and I just hope you guys really, really see that life is not about revenge, and we really need to be more responsible and own up to our business and really take action in our lives before our lives take over us, okay? Which sounds super duper cheesy, but it's for real, and this is real life, and this is what's happening in my life because of my decisions. And I'm honestly scared for my child. I'm scared. I mean, I don't think that her dad won't be in her life, but then there's always that thought in the back of my mind, like, well, what if he's not? Like, Is she gonna go through what I went through just because my dad wasn't there? Like, it sends a whole bunch of questions through my brain, and it's really scary, especially in today's society, because our dads, even our moms, but mostly the dads, need to be dads, okay? Like, the dads need to be telling their daughters
No boys.
because there's just so many things that are so much more different now than what they were even when I was in middle school, and it's really scary, guys. We can have another talk about that later if y'all want, like the differences between middle schoolers now and my generation, and just like technology and all that stuff is really, really scary, and it honestly could make me cry myself to sleep because of how scary it is. I promise I'm going to make this other video for you guys that I've been promising for days. I've just been super busy trying to spend time with I guess my child's father. I don't know what we are anymore. I don't know if we're together or if we're not, which hurts really bad. So yeah, but I'm gonna try to get these videos up for you guys, and until then, my lovelies, peace.